All right, so a little while back, I did a drone tour of the property and people loved it. They thought it was this really cool thing, but they were like, we want to see more of the details of the property. It was all high and far away. Can you get closer? So I thought this might be kind of a cool idea. I thought I could grab a drone and my DRIFT SLIDE Ebike and drive around the property and have the drone follow me. So this DJI drone has some really cool auto follow functionality. It can do fly arounds and fly ups, but it can also just follow me. So I'm hoping that it can follow me while I ride the bike. I'm actually pretty excited. This thing should be pretty cool. I haven't got a chance to take it out much yet. I'll be really interested to see how this handles off-road. All right, we have a little friend following us.
Okay, here we go. So first we're gonna head down past the garden here on our right. Then we're gonna come out just behind the workshop, over to the orchards, and we're gonna spin around and head up towards the house. Let's see what this thing can do here. Get up a notch. About 28 to 35 miles per hour, which feels pretty good. I better get a helmet and some gloves. Okay, here we go, all geared up. Now, first we're gonna head down towards the front of the property. This is the way you would come in if you were coming in off the street. Make a right here, you're gonna head down past the Greenhorn Grove sign, in view of the pond and the house, and then you're gonna start down a long driveway. And I gotta tell you, I'm really glad that this thing is an electrical bike. You can pedal, but like, if I had to pedal all the way up this driveway, it is a long driveway.
So certain times of the year, this driveway here, these are crepe myrtles, and they get these like pinkish fuchsia flowers and they line the entire driveway. And it's a long driveway and it's absolutely beautiful. It just, I don't know, like you drive up here and it feels like you're going through a portal to a magical world, and then you open up on the property and the pond is on your left, and it's just, it's like being in a tunnel that takes you to nature. I can't explain it any other way. It really feels like a getaway.
On down the driveway we go. So we head farther down this way. I told you guys this was a really long driveway. And then we're gonna come around this corner. Last set of trees here, and we open up on the Greenhorn Grove. I don't turn to the left here, but on my left is where the cabin is. Just ahead on the right, you can just see the start of the pool house and the gazebo. That sky. And then we come up the final turn towards the house. That's the boat dock I did over there on the left. Keep coming. Man, it really is a long driveway. Right up into the carport. Can you imagine coming home to this every day? I'm just lucky as dude. But we're not stopping there. We're gonna head back down towards where the orchards are. I'm actually really glad this thing has these big fat tires on it, because this gravel right here, all this pathway is all like loose gravel. So I was real worried like riding this thing around, but it actually handled pretty good. All right, so that's the orchard on our right, along with the, there's blueberries there and then grapes. There's the high tunnel up ahead in the workshop. Heading towards that. That's back where the garden is. That's where we started with the bike. Trying not to hit my truck. I did it. So we'll head down this way. Instead of making a right, we're gonna go left into the forest. This place is really inviting. It's not dark or creepy. It's just a nice bright place. I love coming down here.
You know, out here, I just kind of want to appreciate the quiet when I'm out here and be present. I'm not usually trying to film a bunch of stuff. I actually think that this e-bike is amazing for out here. Now that I've ridden it a little bit, because there's no loud engine noises. So it's so quiet, I just don't think it'll disturb the wildlife as much. They don't seem to be bothered at all. Like everything's chirping and running around and moving, that's great.
Back on the path we go. I mean, just look at this place. This looks like something out of a fairy tale. I expect Snow White to come popping out of the side with a couple of sparrows and a deer. This goes on for a while. It was actually pretty easy handling. Sometimes we get some deadfalls during storms and stuff, but we're coming up towards the end now. Okay, almost up to the end now. Right up there, there's just a little lift up, but it's not too bad. And here we go. Then it opens up. I really like it over here. Well, I guess we should open up the speed too. Yeah, that's my happy face.
This pond is a major reason why we bought the farm. You can see over there is the dock that I rebuilt. There's the cabin and the dock that I need to rebuild still. The farmhouse over there, but we wanted something on the water. And you know, my wife had her heart set on like an ocean or a river or a lake, but I like this and it turned out to be a good fit for us. I think part of her still wants a beach house. In fact, I know part of her still wants a beach house. Maybe someday we'll build a beachstead. The fishing would probably be good. So just behind me over here in this area, there's a clearing. Pretty hard to see it now, it's not very clear, but there is a nice clearing open in the center here and some young longleaf pines coming in, and it's gonna be a really great area. We might be filming something up in here at some point. So it's a pretty secluded area of my property, but we're looking to do something kind of fun over here.
All right, well, I'd love you to think I'm a real farmer with all this great equipment and silos up here, but nope, that belongs to my neighbor. He's a great guy though. I hope to buy it for our charity. We'll see if we can make that happen one day. David and Peggy have been real great neighbors. I'll miss them, but if we can use that land to feed the hungry, I'm all for it.
Over here, this is the edge of my property. Everything on that side is my neighbor's. We're looking to try to buy all of that. There's about 40 acres over there.
Sorry for repeating myself. I didn't know I was going to say that when I did the voiceover.
So from the pond, there's a channel that runs over here and underneath. So we have this nice little covered bridge, and I love it. I mean, I just think it's super cute, but this is one of those things like the dock that I repaired. It's kind of falling apart, and at some point soon, I'm gonna need to do a major rebuild out here because this thing is just rickety. I always get a little bit nervous walking out here on this. Yeah, it's very shaky, you can feel it. So this channel acts as kind of an overflow when the pond gets high enough, fills up this channel, and this channel runs out this way into the forest.
So we head past the bridge and up this way towards the main house. This is another one of my favorite places to be. See it up there? That's the front of the carport. This property's amazing. Off to our right here is where the pond is. So you can dip down right there, down the bank, go fishing. I think we're going up to the house here though. I think we're going down off to the left. Yep. Past the rose garden, which I know it looks terrible right now. And then that is the second carport, like an outbuilding. We're turning that into a barn. Over here, this is where they had the original mobile home. All right, head back up this way, up this gravel path. Right in front of us, there's another building there. That building right there, we call it the cabin. This property has probably around 10,000 square feet of outbuildings. There's the pool house / studio, the main house, the workshop, and then the cabin up here. And those are just the main big areas. There's still the well house and the shed and the bridge and all the stuff you're seeing.
This is the cabin. So it's like, this is the guest house, the in-law suite. We're gonna turn it into an Airbnb, but between friends and family and in-laws, and there's pretty much always somebody here. I think the beauty of properties like this is that, you know, I could have my whole family here. When I say my whole family, I don't mean me and my kids and my wife. I mean, I could have my whole family here. You know, like grandparents, aunts, uncles. The kids could have houses here. Their kids could have houses here. You could fit, I don't even know. You could fit a dozen houses on this property and still not see each other every day. And that kind of generational living where we have a property that belongs to the whole family there's safety in that, you know? There's strength in that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This is, I mean, it's just like being able to walk out your door and onto your dock to this every day. This is the high tunnel. It belongs to the charity I started, Here We Grow. We can use it to grow all winter if we need to, and for a lot of other different projects and things. So it's a great resource to have. On the other side of it, we have the shed quarters, which is one of our new builds. This is the newest space on the property. We call it the shed quarters. It's part of the charity as well. This is like our volunteer workshop. It's got a little workshop, a little podcast office where our volunteers can come and kind of chill out and get a drink of water while they're working. This koi pond is actually a really awesome feature. So while yeah, it's really cool to have koi pond with koi fish because they're beautiful, it's also really fantastic. We're gonna put some plants in here. We just built this. We're gonna put some plants in here and fill it up with fish and trapdoor snails. And this is gonna create liquid fertilizer for our plants. Oh, this is a bad idea. Well, I guess it was as bad idea as I thought. Cool. Yeah. I wonder if I could do a wheelie in this. Probably not.
Am I a nerd? Yes, I am a nerd. But it was like a 30-degree hill. I'm a little impressed with myself. It's fun.
This is the orchards. Some of it was here when we got here, some of it we've planted since and it's coming in. That big boy right there, that's the water oak. That was being encroached upon by a black cherry, and so we had to cut it down. And it came very, very close to falling this way because I don't know what I'm doing. Just gonna be honest about that and put it out there. So it was very tense. We have power lines, we have buildings, and I had to use ratchet straps, like dozens of ratchet straps together to try to get it to swing that way, and eventually we did. But it was a tense moment there, just a couple of tense moments. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed your tour of Greenhorn Grove. I know I like it here. And if you like this, why don't you check this video of Greenhorn Grove from the sky.